Hi, this is Joe DiMaggio for Adorama TV, and we're going to do an episode today on boxing. And we're going to photograph several fights at ringside.
Adorama TV presents Visual Impressions with Joe DiMaggio, where you will learn to create compelling and imaginative photography. Here's your host, Joe DiMaggio.
The person that's going to give me the service that I want, that I need, that I expect, that I pay for. Adorama does that. Adorama Pix does that. The rental department does that. The professional division does that. They all do it, and that's why I use it. Hi, this is Joe DiMaggio for Adorama TV, and today what we're going to do is we're going to be at the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey, and we've got an event that we're going to be photographing professional boxing. And what we're going to do is we're going to be shooting over and above the ropes, and we're going to talk about how to shoot action. Now you may say to yourself, I'm never going to be ringside at a professional match, so what does this have to do with my type of photography? What it has to do with your type of photography is eye-hand coordination, your ability to perfect your eye-hand coordination. Whether you're photographing your daughter's softball game, your son's soccer game, your granddaughter's swimming event, whatever it happens to do, you have to be prepared. So we have to do what we call pre-production. So we have an idea of exactly what is happening at a particular time. The key here is everything is severely backlit. Remember, anything you do with photography is a compromise. It's always a compromise. You have to make the adjustment for the backlight. It's a time when you may want to shoot on M, manual. Pre-select your shutter speed and your aperture, do your test before the fight, and make sure you have the right exposure. Leave it there for the whole fight. In the corners, sometimes you may have, it may be a little bit darker. The light hits the center of the ring and disperses, but the corners may be darker. So you may have to make an adjustment. If two boxers go into the corner and stay there for any length of time, you may have to open up again. It's all what we call pre-production. What does this have to do with your granddaughter playing soccer? I'll tell you, it's eye-hand coordination. It's all about eye-hand coordination. Your ability to practice what you're doing. So watch your granddaughter's practice, see how she moves, see what the plays are, what position she plays, and try and predict where she's going to be. Follow her, not the ball. That's what we do in boxing. We're following the boxer. We're trying to time the punches. If you know one boxer throws a combination of two lefts and one right, then you can time it. Left, left, and you can time the right. We always would shoot pretty much one frame at a second. Now we can shoot continuous without a problem. We're going to utilize high ISO, probably 3200. We're going to try and stay at shutter speeds above 1,000th of a second, and we're going to be shooting wide open at 2.8. That would be the ideal situation, keeping in mind that you will always be severely backlit. And you have to make a compromise exposure. You're never going to have the definitive, perfect exposure. Everything will always be a compromise, especially when it comes to something like boxing. This would be also an opportunity where you'll be using AI servo if you choose. In the day, we used to shoot boxing one frame at a time. We very rarely ever used continuous. In this type of a situation, we're going to use continuous because one, we have the availability. We don't have to change film every 36 exposures. In the old days, 3 cameras, you'd shoot 2 and change them in between the 1-minute rest. You don't have to do that anymore. Now you have, for all intents and purposes, unlimited number of exposures that you can do and unlimited ISO. The new technology absolutely works for this type of an event. Joe DiMaggio for Adorama TV. Check into the Adorama Learning Center. You'll learn a lot of great things there. It's a wonderful thing to check into. And have a good time with your photography. Thank you very much. At the end of the day, take the tape off, clean it off, and you do it. Use photo tape, you don't have that problem. Did you see the lights? The lights went out. The lights went out and on. I think I just got knocked out. I must have been knocked out. I couldn't believe it. Ray, they knocked me out. I didn't even see the punch that hit me. Oh, God.
For all the latest photography, video, and computer gear, visit Adorama.com. Place your order by 8 p.m. and it ships the same day. Plus, next time you're in New York City, be sure to visit our store located on 18th Street between 5th and 6th Avenue.